You're tuned into Capital Jazz TV. I'm your host, Jodine Dorsey. We are on the Sweet 16 Capital Jazz Super Cruise, and one of the artists that so many people were anticipating to experience, to hear, to talk to was the man, the trumpeter, the songwriter, the producer, the what am I missing? What am I missing?
My face is already hurting right now from that. Just a high-level human being.
A high-level human being, Keyon Harrold. Keyon, how are you?
I'm great, great, great.
This is your first Super Cruise with us.
This is my first Super Cruise, and it better not be the last one.
I hope not.
I'm having an incredible time.
You
Really.
are.
Yes.
You are. Tell me about some of the artists that you've got a chance to experience on this cruise and see.
Oh, my goodness. Jameson Ross, Robert Glasper, obviously. Who else?
Yeah.
Jose James.
Jose James killed it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
The comedians.
Oh.
First of all, I'm still hurting from last night, but it's cool. What's his name? Capone?
Capone, yeah. He was so good.
Goodness gracious. Who else was on here?
It was
so many
people.
amazing artists and musicians, and shout out to Trey Gilbert for putting together an incredible array of musicians.
Yes.
I personally have a new collection of people who I can call.
Yes.
Because,
yes.
high level integrity breeds, new opportunities. Shout out to my man Trey.
Yeah, Trey, shout out to you, ATL holding it down. What I love about artists, especially first-time artists, when they come on the cruise, you guys get a chance to meet other musicians, network, and just spend time with other people. Anyone on the cruise that we can expect you to put some music out with, like Eric Roberson, Avery Sunshine, and all those guys. Who are you meeting on the cruise?
Avery Sunshine, Jameson Ross, Gerald Albright.
Gerald Albright, yes.
I see collaborations with everybody who was picked. I think the talent pool that was arranged on this is just so unbelievable to me. It's been 7 days of musical bliss for my ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
And talking about collaborations,
yes,
I got to segue into Foreverland, your new album that just dropped. Y'all, if you haven't heard the new music from Keyon Harrold, your ears are missing, your spirit is missing out on something incredible. That is an incredible album. I really do enjoy it. We had a listening session for it, and I want to talk about the process. I want to talk about what it took for you to come out with this album, to produce this album. First of all, what happened, or what space were you in when you decided to create this album?
The space I was in was a longing. It started off, the genesis of this album was during the pandemic. And, I've been missing my friends, missing playing music, missing being in clubs, missing touring and everything else. So the opportunity came where I was able to just, get some friends together and go create. The intention wasn't about making an album. It was just the intention of just being with friends. Got a big house, got a studio. And for nerdy musicians, that's all you can do. Right. So that's what happened. That wasn't the first intention. It was a birthday gift to myself. But what I originally wanted to do was go spend some time with somebody else who I'm not with right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy I went the other way. Because it still didn't work.
Ooh.
It be like that, though.
Okay.
I know I'm not the only one.
Talk a little bit more. Don't put me out there. Don't put me out there.
You know what I'm saying? No breakups, no hurt.
Breakups and hurts are hard. But when you're an artist, though, you're able to express it through sound.
Absolutely.
And it's a little bit different for us non-musicians. Well, music enthusiasts, but non-musicians. It's a little bit harder. But for you, you were able to take that pain and put it through song.
Yeah.
And through an album.
Absolutely. To me, music is visceral.
Okay.
Breakups are visceral. The things that we go through is basically our subject matter and our context. And I take each one of those things and try to find a way to make it living and make it could be somebody else's education. It could just be an outpouring of, getting rid of the pain outside of my heart sometimes.
Yeah, amen.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that sometimes.
So, but, that's one part of the context. The other part is incredible musicianship from a lot of amazing musicians. I've been blessed on this album to have the great Greg Filling Gaines.
Greg.
Legendary.
What? Who's on drums?
On drums, the one and only Houston native Chris Daddy Dave.
Yes, Daddy Dave.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, he's like Africa walking. You know, from the past to the future. So he is the the heartbeat of this album. Robert Glasper's on a few tracks.
That's
The
right.
one and only.
Great collaborations on there. Laura Mvula, who I am a huge fan of. I saw her at Dizzy's one night, and she just blew me away. And I've been a fan of hers since. And that was probably off of her first album, if I'm not mistaken. And so you took that London connection and created a beautiful song, the title track song with her.
Yes, Laura Mvula, the one and only from the UK. You know, just an amazing artist on every level. I mean, she's an incredible composer, pianist, arranger, singer, just an individual talent that is like, she's like, I love cheeseburgers. So she's like really good cheese on a burger.
There you go.
So she makes the track, sing. And it's such a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah. Are you proud? I know I shouldn't ask you. This is your third solo
Third
album.
solo on the Books album. Yes.
Are you proud of this album?
Extremely proud of the album and the work that my label's done, the work that my team has done,
Right.
to get this out to as many people as possible.
Okay.
I'm so proud of the work that went into making this album.
That's
it took
right.
a while, and I waited to put it out, and I'm really happy because it is getting the burn that it's supposed to have.
And one of the things for you guys to know about this album, too, is that we get to listen to the voice of Keyon Harrold. Not only is he using his winds for the trumpet, but now you're giving us some vocal, soothing sound.
Jodine.
We are not going to go there. We are not going to go there.
I had to.
We are
I
not-
had to.
But the singing.
Yes. So I'm on this record, I produce a lot of music. So a lot of times I do the reference vocals, or a lot of times I'll be doing shows and a person like Bilal Oliver or Gregory Porter or Gary Clark Jr., unfortunately, they can't show up for my gig. So somebody's
They got other things to do.
they're a little busy. So I would have to sing things, and the audience would be like, yo, you sound good. Actually, the music is believable. And, obviously that's because some of it I wrote. So, I have a way of translating the stuff that I actually put out there. So they made me believers. So on this record, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to sing it myself. Even, as I would do a record, I'd be like, man, should I just send it to so-and-so? I mean, this person owes me a favor. Should I do it?
Right.
And, people, my engineer, shout out to my engineer, Keith Lewis. Q Million was like, bro, you're good. Let's go with yours. And I'm so happy that we've done that. And I feel good. I'm great.
So I feel good. You will feel good listening to his new record. What's next for Keyon Harrold? You have the album out now. What's next?
The album is out. Touring. I'm going to be moving around. I'll be in Europe for a few weeks coming up. Some incredible shows coming up on the festival circuit, and then a Grammy. Yes.
There you go.
How
there
about
you
that?
go. We
I
are
want
manifest. Adi Oasis just manifested on the Capitol Jazz SuperCruise
That's my
she
sis,
was
by the
gonna
way.
she was gonna win a Grammy.
Yeah.
And so we are manifesting a Grammy here for Keyon Harrold as well. That's what we do when you have the ocean behind you and you
feel
put that
me?
manifestation out there. It comes back to you 500-fold.
That's what I'm saying. Out there, if you
Out
look
there.
all the way out there, you see that's
Out there.
Foreverland. All of that is all me. Boom.
Yes, sir. How do people keep in contact with you, Keyon?
The easiest way to get in contact with me, don't page me, I don't have a two-way no more, is Instagram at Keyon Harrold, KeyonHarrold, or my website, KeyonHarrold.com or KeyonHarroldMusic.com, and, I'm out here.
He's out here. He's out here, and he's going to be in your city. So make sure you keep in contact with Keyon Harrold, and I hope we have you back on the SuperCruise and the Fest. We got to have you. We got to
I
have
would
you
love
at the
to
Fest
come
as
back.
well.
It's been such an amazing experience. 7 days of bliss, like I said before.
That's right. That's right.
And it's great to meet you.
It's great to meet
know
you
what I'm
too,
saying?
Keyon. We here. This is Keyon Harrold. I'm Jodine Dorsey, and you're tuned in to Capitol Jazz TV.
And if you've never been on this cruise,
Get here.
Book now.
Get here.
Yeah. Peace and love.